What's up, guys? I'm Jacob Suggs, and welcome back to yet another God Particle Cloverfield 3, whatever we're calling it, update ARG video. Like I've said numerous times, if you have not seen the previous videos in the series that I'm doing, you probably need to watch those first because I'm going to be discussing things in depth and some fictional companies that don't even exist. So if you don't know anything about that, either A, hop on the Cloverfield ARG, it's a lot of fun, I highly recommend it, or watch my other videos in this series, or you could do both, because that would be pretty cool, am I right? That being said, we have a lot to talk about today. This ARG is just going faster and faster and faster until it goes full speed when, marketing actually drops. I have literally been taking notes for the past couple days. It's just been going faster and faster and faster, and it's just insane. I feel like Charlie Day in that one episode of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
They're on to me, dude. Those guys are sharp as nails up there. You can't put anything past them. Oh my god, dude, I'm freaking out. I am so stressed out. I feel like I'm having a panic attack.
You want to talk about stress? You want to talk about stress? Okay? I've stumbled onto a major company conspiracy, Mac. How about that for stress?
What the hell are you talking about?
This company is being bled like a stuffed pig, Mac, and I got a paper trail to prove it. Check this out. Take a look at this.
I feel exactly like that. This is stressing me out, but I'm having a lot of fun, participating in the ARG. So that being said, we have a lot to talk about, so I'm just gonna hop right into it. But like I said, if you haven't seen my last two videos on the God Particle ARG, you should probably hop on that first and then come back to this video so you're gonna be all caught up. That being said, if you are caught up on the God Particle ARG, let's just kind of hop right into it because we have a ton to discuss today, because like I said, this is going full speed as of now. Literally, as I'm making this video, the TIDO website, the 04/18/2028 website, and everything else in this ARG are probably updating. So that being said, I want to talk about this while I can and while it's relevant, so here's what's happened the past couple days in the ARG. The TIDO website has once again updated as of Saturday, January 27th, 2018, and it has an image once again corrupted and kind of difficult to make out, but if you look closely in the background, you're going to see that it's an article about the Cloverfield Energy Initiative. Keep that in mind for later. Now, underneath the article is the slogan, "Shared Energy for a Shared World." And I don't necessarily know about you, but something feels slightly nefarious about that slogan. Granted, I wouldn't expect any different from TIDO since they're such a shady company. But let's look a little bit deeper at that particular image in the background, because if you look closely, there's also a message from TIDO, which is, as I previously mentioned, a small group trying to expose TIDO's wrongdoings, and that's actually written in black marker at the top of the article. As of now, somebody tried to make it out, and from what we've made out, it reads, "Someone needs to stop this from happening. It was nothing but a cover for a reckless experiment that the grid. Stop this to save the world." And that's all we really know right now, and if it sounded like I didn't know everything reading it, that's because we haven't deciphered it in its entirety. I mean, this stuff is really hard to make out, so when somebody gets just little tidbits of what these notes say, I feel like the bold stuff that's meant to stand out to us is what the marketing team wants us to read, and what TIDO wants us to understand. Obviously, in this ARG, somebody is trying to say that TIDO is doing something bad, and we need to be aware of it. In this case, I'm pretty sure it's the Cloverfield Energy Initiative. Maybe it, I don't know, has the name Cloverfield in it. And that never means anything bad, right? All jokes aside though, this is actually really important because it shows that TIDO is a part of this ARG. TIDO wasn't active during the 10 Cloverfield Lane ARG, so this is actually the first time they've been active since 2008. Once again, I feel like since this is connecting more and more with Cloverfield's ARG from 2008, I feel like this is going to tie in a lot more with the first film than 10 Cloverfield Lane did. I mean, by this point, it's pretty much just very obvious that this isn't a direct sequel to Cloverfield, but it has much more in common with Cloverfield than 10 Cloverfield Lane did. Nothing against 10 Cloverfield Lane. I mean, you guys know that I love Cloverfield and 10 Cloverfield Lane. However, I feel like this film that's coming up is going to have a lot more direct ties to Cloverfield, but once again, it's going to be done in a way that feels very loosely connected so that if you haven't seen Cloverfield, the movie's still gonna make sense. This also brings up another potential title of the Cloverfield Initiative, or the Cloverfield Energy Initiative, or something like that, but once again, that's just pure speculation at this point, and I feel like Cloverfield Station, which we talked about in the last video, is still more likely the title than anything else. I mean, with the International Space Station and that stuff going on, Cloverfield Station is not only an awesome title, but I feel like it has more in common with the plot than the Cloverfield Energy Initiative. To me, that just sounds like a documentary title or the title of something that doesn't need to be a movie. So to me, Cloverfield Station is still the supreme title. I want that to be the title of the movie unless they've got something else, you know, crazy, secretive that I don't need to know about. So maybe this could be the title, but like I said, the title's up for debate because this is all just one big rumor and speculation, so we can never be too sure. Thankfully, a Reddit user named Damien John tried to further decipher the TIDO website message, and this is actually what he got from it. I'm showing it you now. It basically just says exactly what I summed up earlier, but kind of in more detail, and if you want to read in or kind of check it out, then pause the video right now to read the entire thing, but as of now, I've got to move on because there's a lot more to talk about and discuss. So that being said, pause the video if you want to read that, go back and check it out. But like I said, I'm moving on. But let's go back to that message. Who wrote it? Well, to be honest with you, I feel like TIDO is behind the hacking and the other viral marketing websites that we've seen thus far in the ARG. If I had to place bets, I'd put my money that the mysterious man in the video that we've discussed before is pretty much the same person trying to expose TIDO, and this person may or may not be Mark Stambler, which we're going to get into a little bit later. I also want to mention that the loading bars on the TIDO website, every time it reboots from being quote-unquote hacked, they seem to keep moving up more and more, and even though it's a GIF, they're basically just changing the GIF each time to make it look like the website's actually rebooting and loading and stuff like that, which is actually pretty clever. Now, this is just my opinion, however, I feel like once the loading bars reach the full capacity, I feel like that's when a poster or a trailer might drop, and it's kind of estimated that that's going to happen around February 4th to 6th, which means that we're probably going to get a trailer with the Super Bowl, which seems very likely by this point, if not that, Annihilation, which is another Paramount release coming out soon. So I feel like the loading bars are indicating how close we are to continuing the ARG in more depth and actually having context with a movie trailer. Okay, so let's talk about the 04/18/2028 website, which we've discussed in depth the past couple videos. There was yet another new video that appeared on this website. I swear, the videos just keep alternating all the time, and it's really hard to keep track of, but thankfully, on the Cloververse Discord, everybody's updated, and if you miss something, it's right there to catch up on, which is great. Now, the new video basically shows the mysterious man talking, though this time he's easier to make out. I know some people thought this was a woman that worked for TIDO, but by this point, that's pretty much not the case, and that's been completely disproven. However, he keeps saying something along the lines of how CEI is a lie. Now, this sounds like the radio interview from the last video, but here's what we've roughly kind of converted the audio to. Once again, keep in mind this could be the wrong translation, but according to the Cloverfield community, this is kind of pretty much what he says. Your thoughts, Professor Mark Stambler? Well, because of TIDO, everything that's happened, I was right. CEI was a lie. Just like I predicted in my book, the Clove, and then it stops. Now, this could continue in the next video, but as of now, that's pretty much all we have, and once again, this mystery is just kind of unfolding. However, I can officially confirm that the actor playing this man is a guy named Donald Logue. I might be saying that wrong. If I am, I apologize, but that's the name of the actor playing this guy. It's not Danny DeVito or anybody like that, even though the memes were very quality whenever it came to trying to guess who this man was. However, we know that this guy is Donald Logue. He's an actor. However, it's still up for debate as to who he's actually playing in the film. Is it the whistleblower from the original Cloverfield movie? Is it a brand new character? We don't really know yet, so it's all speculation as of now. I feel like I'm saying that a lot, but to be honest with you, although we have new information, it really just comes down to what we believe is being said in said information, and it's up to us to basically decipher what's going on. So this really is all speculation, but we do have new stuff in the ARG updating constantly, so I mean, we've got that at least. My guess is that this is Mark Stambler and that he's warning his potential brother or family member Howard Stambler about Tagruato's wrongdoings as well as the potential alien threat. But once again, that's just my guess. I cannot stress that enough. Now, before I continue and tell you guys about what I'm going to be talking about next, I need to make a quick disclaimer. This could not be a part of the ARG, so don't flood this Twitter account with information and questions like that, and please don't harass this person. This could very well be a game jack too, to where it's somebody trying to act like they're a part of the ARG when in reality they aren't. So this could be just a normal person's Twitter account trying to say, guys, this isn't me. I know it might look like me, but it's really not. Or this could just be some guy on the internet saying, hey, I'm going to try to make a misdirection for all you Cloverfield fans with this fake Twitter account. I just felt like mentioning that because I don't want you guys to, flood these accounts with questions and stuff like that until we have further details. But that being said, this is interesting and it could be a part of the ARG, so I felt like it was worth bringing up. There is a Twitter account for a Mark Stambler, and although this could very well be a normal person's account, like I've said, this does seem very likely that it is a part of the ARG, and as of now, I do believe that it is part of the ARG until further notice. He only has 2 tweets, one with a piece of paper that reads, "To all of you flooding my work email, please stop. I have no idea where these videos are coming from. Uni, police, and IT are working now to get to the bottom of what is, most likely, a student-designed hoax. Spoiler alert, forcing me onto this platform is not a good way to get a better grade. For university business, please temporarily use my personal account." That being said, in the ARG, we know that Mark Stambler is a professor somewhere, and he could be directly related to Howard Stambler. We don't necessarily know about the relation, but we know for a fact that he is a professor, which is why it makes me believe that this is a part of the ARG. And he does have another tweet that reads, "I'll admit it looks a lot like me. But come on, anyone with a phone can do convincing computer graphics these days. My students are clearly taking a listen plan about temporal anomalies too far. Please stop emailing #hoax. Other than the fact that he literally used the word hashtag instead of actually using a hashtag, nothing of these tweets seem too strange. But I am following this account right now because, like I said, this could be a part of the ARG. It could not be a part of the ARG, we're not really sure. However, I am going to keep my eye on this account in case anything does happen. However, I also want to quickly mention that this account was made in January of 2018, and the first tweet was January 24th, I believe, so that's fairly recent and fairly on cue with the God Particle ARG, so maybe. But that brings up another question. What exactly does CEI mean? What is he talking about, right? Well, CEI actually refers back to the Tagruato website earlier, and I'm 100% sure that this is talking about the Cloverfield Energy Initiative based on the initials and how it isn't necessarily what it promises to be, according to TIDO. Now, you may be wondering, do we have anything to connect the Cloverfield Energy Initiative to? I mean, obviously this is about cleaner energy for the planet and saving the world and stuff like that. However, to me this is an AstroTurf, which is basically an organization that claims to be for something when in reality it's pretty much against it and the opposite of what it claims to be. I'm taking intro to PR right now, so came in handy. Now, back in the summer of 2016, there was a slusho truck that appeared outside of San Diego Comic-Con. It gave out slushies, but also gave a select few who asked for all of the flavors mixed together Tagruato brand Power Sticks. And if you don't know what a Power Stick is, it's basically a rectangular thing that you can charge your phone with on the go. Now, the Power Sticks were incredibly weird at the time. In fact, pretty much everybody on the subreddit was like, why are they giving out Power Sticks? I mean, that makes no sense whatsoever. I mean, it might be attached to something, but what? And to me, I personally believe that this is maybe promoting the Cloverfield Energy Initiative, considering power sticks power your phone, therefore have energy. Now, apparently those who were able to receive the power stick also received a Slusho bobblehead in the mail, and those have kind of recently been coming in, even though the ARG and all of this was last summer. The bobbleheads have finally started coming into numerous fans, as well as some other things included. There were a bunch of pamphlets advertising the subsidiaries of TIDO and mentioning the Cloverfield Energy Initiative. However, there's also something really odd about this. Most of these are just basically summing up what the subsidiaries of TIDO do and how they contribute to the company as a whole, so nothing too special, right? On the bottom of the certificate of authenticity for the bobblehead, it says no sudden movements. I have no idea what that means, but that creeped me out a little bit. Maybe there's a camera on these bobbleheads and the ARG watching us. I don't know. Could be anything, but I just thought it was really creepy and weird to have that at the bottom of, you know, the certificate for a bobblehead. So that being said, that's pretty much all I have for this video. We had a lot to talk about, a lot to discuss. However, the ARG is still constantly going. It's moving faster and faster every day, so I'm going to try to stay updated as much as I can. That being said, what do you think of the ARG? Do you think that it's interesting? Are you really involved with it? Let me know your speculation and thoughts down in the comments below. And as always, on Frame by Frame, remember the name. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.